Today we're gonna talk about Startup Season 4. This digital-savvy drama, including Marvel star Martin Freeman as FBI agent Phil Rask, who's about to take down a crew of tech entrepreneurs. The first season ended when Izzy Morales, or also Otmara Marrero, who was one of the founders of the cryptocurrency GenCon, got the boot out of the firm. So stay with us and find out thrilling info about Season 4. We're here to talk about the Startup Season 4 theories so crazy they might be true. So stay with us. It's known that Startup Season 4 is not gonna come to Netflix in July 2021. With that said, be ready for modifications and forget everything you thought you know about it because Startup is about to switch your expectations. Since the original Crackle series debuted in 2016 and premiered on Netflix in May, it has acquired a very sustainable brand new fan base. The drama is all about the formation of fictitious digital currency named GenCon, but as Startup characterizes massive violence, money laundering, and evil law enforcement, every episode will have you on the edge, respectively. We're gonna be so excited to find out what happens next, which actually makes it more daunting, even though this show has been on hold for a couple of years now. And as we all know, the Startup Season 3 was released on Crackle in 2018, so we must admit that the end of the series wasn't finale-worthy at all. Even though it was known the time and the date when the fourth season is actually about to happen, that hasn't stopped the admirers of this show from mustering around Netflix and saving it, so we can still watch these incredible tech entrepreneurs. While we're all waiting with great patience for some hints around Netflix possibly picking up Startup, we sadly must say that Startup Season 4 is not gonna happen in July 2021, as we all wish to be so. Even though Netflix is famous for occasionally announcing releases out of nowhere, so with that said, fans were somehow hoping that maybe the new release list in July 2021 would add the new season for this TV show. Unfortunately, the July new releases were already announced and Startup Season 4 is not there. So sadly, Startup Season 4 is not confirmed yet, and even though we already mentioned it, it's obvious this show has no release date. At this stage, we can only guess that Netflix is keeping this show to be released in its best moment and time, and we're all eagerly waiting to find out the date. While waiting, you're able to again rewatch the seasons available on Netflix so you can get more into details and be even more ready for the upcoming season. Now besides that, while waiting, we're about to tell you every juicy info about Startup Season 4 and everything you need to expect. But we must warn you that you're about to find out things that are crazy to be true. So here we have everything you must know about this TV show renewal, the possible storyline, and everything about the cast including the characters that will return in the show, and we'll tell you something about those who won't. Although we've already discussed the release of the Startup Season 4, we must expect a huge comeback due to the fact that the first 3 series installments broadcast between 2016 and 2018, and also the last episode, Trading Up, finished tragically and unexpected with the death of the most important character in the show. The Startup was released in May 2021 on Netflix, so with that said, you can only imagine the global following and sparkle these series may obtain considering everything mentioned before. In Season 3, Nick Talman, or also Adam Brody, and Wes Chandler, or also Ron Perlman, ask Series B for large funding for their tech firm ArcNet. At the same time, Ronald Dacey, or Edi Gathegi, who is their business partner and a past Miami gangster, tries to agitate his colleagues and going back to organized crime, while the ex-CIA Black Ops agent called Rebecca Stroud, or also Mira Sorvino, is searching for a way to flip Izzy Morales, or also Otmara Marrero, against Nick and Ronald. At that moment, ArcNet suffered more than 60 million users due to the strange virus in the next to last episode of the Netflix TV show, which caused a huge conflict between Nick and his financiers. The finale of the Startup Season 3 clears up ArcNet's problem with finances, but one unexpected act of violence makes Nick, Ronald, and Izzy make a life-altering decision. Basically, they're now even more concerned about the government threats and at the same moment trying to recreate ArcNet. So now you're going to find out what to expect for Startup Season 4. Stay here. The Big Renewal. Even though the huge delay in production that we've already mentioned, the authorized Startup Twitter account has been closed since January 2019, being absolutely inactive. That may be due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Nevertheless, the series' Netflix debut needs to let the producers smartly evaluate the possibility of moving forwards. We all need to expect a huge renewal or cancellation to be done when talking about this show this year. The cast. Startup Season 4 will obviously add all of the main characters, only without Mira Sorvino's Rebecca Stroud, The character was killed in the Season 3 finale, and it doesn't seem like there's any chance of bringing her back. Season 4 will most likely star Gathegi, Brody, and Marrero, with Ron Perlman and Timlin likely to return in the series. Startup Season 4 story. In Season 3, ArcNet succeeded in reaching 100 million users, which will give the chance for Talman and the entire firm to gain Series B funding from the Saginaw partners. But here, the biggest conflict is mainly determined at the moment when Saginaw searches for fresh blood to restore from the brand new scandal, and with that to say yes to and join ArcNet. Also, that thankfully to the persuasive meeting with Ronald and Mara. As we already mentioned, it finishes brutally with Nick impulsively murdering Rebecca, no longer being his threat. Startup Season 4 will probably start with Ronald, Nick, and Izzy reviving their connection being professional conspirators. But after that, probably disclosing that they must be more self-focused, looking for their own interests respectfully, while the heat from the underworld altogether, with the huge governmental threats being much larger and potent. It seems as Timlin Mara is about to be the narrative wildcard, as we are aware that she possesses the resources and motivation to create quite huge moves. That may include her father Wes as an alternative to her lover Nick. Release date. Even though we already mentioned its release, the filming could possibly start subsequently this year, and of course, it's more than expected for the series to become a real boom and a streaming hit for Netflix, so we warn you not to be surprised and expect every possible situation. So all in all, we can wrap up that most likely the Startup Season 4 may be released around 2022 on Netflix or on Crackle. The directors talking about the series. The well-known Luis Prieto, who is a Spanish movie director, worked on 4 episodes of the series in 2016. He talked solely to Express.co.uk about the prospect of a 4th season by saying, "This I really don't know. It was a Crackle show, and from the story, it was working very well. I think people were aware it was connecting with the audience, but I'm not sure what happened. Sometimes things just stop and sometimes it's for the best. I'm sure Ben Ketai would be extremely excited to continue the adventure." The TV show was mostly famous for its star-studded cast involving British actor Martin Freeman. He added, "Martin Freeman's role was definitely my favorite, without a doubt. You really felt sorry for this guy. He was just trying to do the right thing, and he got his hands dirty. The chance the role presented and the way Martin handled it was brilliant. He brought something really unique, like a loser investigator that's trying to do his best, and he gets carried away sometimes." On top of that, this TV show is also adored for its high-powered story, which made it completely ahead of its time. On a related note, we wanted to know which part was your favorite one from our video. You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.